And these are the things I believe that are stopping Africa from progressing. We don't have a say. The sense about us celebrating independence, I don't know why we celebrate independence, because we are not free.
Africa is not free. Why as Africans are we celebrating about the independence and yet we are still under control? This video popped on my FYP about the Sierra Leone First Lady blasting the white or the West people. Let's listen to her and then we come back again and talk about it.
When you look at what Sierra Leone have to offer, when it comes to our mineral resources, the kind of mineral resources we have in our country is enough to take care of everybody in that country. We should not have a single poor person in Sierra Leone. But unfortunately, we are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say, no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you. It's either they set you up with the opposition and they will be supporting the opposition against you from the back, or they cause unnecessary chaos in your country so that you are not able to even govern your own people. They will do things to make you not to be functionable. And of course, any country that don't have peace cannot develop. You have to have peace before you talk about development. I'll give you a simple example about Sierra Leone. Every mining company that is in Sierra Leone today is owned by a foreigner. Every mining company. If it's not the Chinese, it's the American, it's the British. Our electricity, Bumuna, is run by the British, and we still don't have light. We're looking for light, electricity. If you don't have electricity, how can you talk about education? How can you talk about health facility? How can you talk about improving the infrastructure of your country? We don't have electricity. Now, do we actually even have proper water, pipe-borne water, so that our kids will not be sick? We don't have those facilities. Why? With all the minerals we have, there is a cap you put. Before my husband became the president of Sierra Leone was benefiting, they said, what's the word? 0.000.1%. What is that? Basically, a company can take as much as $100 million out of the country in terms of minerals, and then they can just give the country $10,000.
Wow. Sierra Leone First Lady is talking about how Africa were being controlled. She is talking about the system. It's not Sierra Leone only. Every African country, or most of African country, have this thing we call the system. Kenya has the system. When a president is in the office and want to run the country according the right way, and these people, we call them the West African or the Westerners or the white people, sees that they will not benefit from the agenda of the current president, they deploy the system. That means they can turn you against the people or tarnish your name against the people. They can make you against the opposition and make the opposition stronger so that you won't survive. It's not in Sierra Leone only. This is the problem of Africa. The country that does not have peace is a country where some people are benefiting. Let's continue.
And these are the things I believe that are stopping Africa from progressing. We don't have a say. The sense about us celebrating independence, I don't know why we celebrate independence, because we are not free. That is my own take. I'm not speaking also on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, nor am I speaking on behalf of His Excellency the President. I am speaking as Fatima, as a citizen of a country who believes that things need to change. But I believe that for Africa, what is happening in Africa today, it needs to change, and it needs to change now. There is no time like now, because for Sierra Leone, we now have a president who believes that we cannot wait for other people to come and develop us.
I'm happy someone is talking about it. I'm happy she is seeing it. This is kind of brains that the whites or the Westerners people don't want to see in Africa. The system. What is the system in Africa? System is a set of people from the West countries that govern your country indirectly. System are the set of people from outside country who put some laws in our own country, who make sure that there is some laws to govern us that we as Africans do not agree with it. Systems are people who enjoy our hard-earned money here, who enjoy our taxes. Systems are the people who enjoy the fruit of Africa, and they are not in Africa. I'm sad to say this, but a lot of people believe that the late Pombe Magufuli, the previous president of Tanzania, was against the system, and that's why he's no more. Muammar Gaddafi was against the system, and they create a lot of chaos around him. They turned people against him. They funded the terrorist squad and they funded the militias to turn against him. Gaddafi is no more because of the system. Africa can govern itself. We have enough. Last year, part 1, maybe in Kenya, there's a place here in Kenya where was said that we have found oil. We can dig our own oil. But I believe, or I know maybe, it's not Kenyans who are benefiting from that oil. It's another country, the system. Why as Africans are we celebrating independence and yet we are not free? When we as Africans know that, when we as Africans accept that we need to be liberated, we need to be free, when we as Africans realize that we are not free, that is the time we will stand up for ourselves, and that is the time we will start fighting for our rights. We have good leaders. We have leaders who have visions for African countries. We have amazing leaders. But because there are some people who want to take everything from our African countries, we are still living in poverty. Africa, it's not free. The white people or the colonials, the French people who colonized Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, they are still eating from Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, and the countries that they colonized. They told Africans that we are going and we have left your country, you have to govern yourself. But they select someone, the first president of that country, and put him on that seat. From there, the system was in the system. The system was in the government. When Kenya got independence from the British colony, they did not leave the country and left us to do election freely. But they were there to govern the election. They were there to count the votes for us. And the first president, Jomo Kenyatta, was there, courtesy of the system. We have been recurring on this matter of system day in, day out. Yes, we have the independence that the white people are no more. The French people are no more. The British are no more. The Portuguese. But they have mind. They are here through our own black people. They are here through our own black presidents who are the puppets to the whites. Sierra Leone First Lady, she have spoken a lot of sense. I second her. Tell me on the comment section if you are Afro-Caribbean, Black American, you are watching about Africa and you want Africa to grow, you want to come back to Africa. Tell me on the comment section, what do you think of on this topic? Do you think Africa, we are free? Do you think we have freedom? Do you think Africa is governing itself? Do you think African countries are governing themselves? Or do you think we are still under the spell of the white? We have everything. Congo has everything that can take care of the entire people of Congo and the entire people of Africa. But a lot of Congos are here in Kenya as refugees. Because a country of war, there's some people benefiting. There's some people who have started the war. You will not see them on the ground, but they have started the war. They are funding your opposition to fight the government so that they can come in between and mine you. Africa, we are not free and we need to be free. When will this happen? I'm looking forward. As I live, as I'm still in this world, I want to see African people benefiting from Africa. I want to see people not going to the white countries to search for green pasture. I want to see Africa being the greener pasture ever. I want to see Africa becoming the superpower because we got everything. As I finish every day, I say I am the Kenyan Beast and doing it the African way every day, every time. You can support me by subscribing there and purchasing my merchandise. I have t-shirts and hoodies, African way t-shirt with African map and Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean, Caribbean flags. And two, I can customize yours. You just tell me, I just want your African way t-shirt or African way hoodie with the African map only. Without the flags, I will do it for you. Without the Kenyan beast, without the beast, I will do it for you. Please comment down here what you think about this topic, and peace be with you.